Josh Gavin, and I'm so excited to have you guys here on this video. Today we're going to be doing an update video of how we're scaling a non-ROI, non-biz up offer from $0 to $100,000 a month using a low ticket call funnel. So we're going to talk a little bit about the offer, where we're at this month, what we did last month, as well as just some other updates on the deal structure, how we did this deal, as well as how you guys can model that too. And then also I got a special update for a new certification that I'm putting together. I'm looking to deploy 35 of you guys watching this into offers of the similar nature that I will try to bring to you. Let's use our SOPs and systems to get it done. So that's the topic for today. If you're live on YouTube, X, or Facebook, make sure to say what's up so I can see you in the comments. Love seeing you guys jump in every single week. If you guys didn't see last week's live stream, we actually interviewed Robert, who was on one of these live streams a few months ago, who watched one of our funnel rows, and he was able to take everything we talked about in that training, and he went on to do over 300,000 from his low ticket call funnel just from watching one of these live streams. And so that's the power of what we talk about here. That's really why I do these, is to be open and upfront with everything and give you guys some game. And so make sure to watch last week's live stream if you haven't already, as well as the other ones. We've done some awesome ones talking about the 5 winning low ticket offer formats. We talked about low ticket webinars, how we use them to ascend our low ticket buyers into the back end. We have another one where I talk about just your overall funnel structure, how we're booking calls for a net CPA around $47. So lots of amazing trainings are all for free here on YouTube every single Tuesday at 11 a.m. CST, I go live to host a free masterclass. So that's all the boring stuff. Get that out of the way. But what's up? Good to see you all. If you guys are watching live, make sure to say what's up in the chat. We got Claude Vic in the chat. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for being on our live. We're gonna let some more people jump in here, and then we'll get started. Again, I'm gonna do just a month-to-date update on our offer that we're scaling with a low ticket call funnel from 0 on cold traffic to 100,000 a month. Updates where we're at, what went good, what went bad, what we need to improve on, as well as the deal structure and how we get this set up. So we'll dive into that in just a bit, but I want to make sure everybody has time to get on here live. Make sure we're good on X. Awesome. Looks like we are set there. Let me check Facebook. But if you guys are checking in, let me know, what market are you in? Do you own an offer? Are you a service provider? Are you a copywriter? Tell me a little bit about what you do. What's up, Dwayne? Good to see you. Let me know in the chat just about your business, what you guys are working on. So I have some context for what's up. Let people jump on in here. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun month. We got a lot going on this month. Again, launching my new certification program, Ascension Officer. .com. We are having another WAP-U challenge. So I run WAP University, where we're giving back some game to some of the newbies who are at WAP, helping them get to 10,000 a month. So that's super fun. And then no trips this month. Staying at home and just chilling. What's up, PJ? Just staying at home this month and just grinding. I just launched a new video on YouTube. I hired an actual editor to edit my videos. And so we have polished videos, not scripted. Don't worry. I'm not going to do any scripted videos. They're all legit and dialed, but we just launched that on YouTube. Got an actual thumbnail. So make sure to watch that afterwards. Can you talk numbers? What number of leads should Kurt sales? Knowing your numbers. Yeah, we can talk numbers. I'll talk a lot of numbers today. We're going to do a month-to-date update on our offer. So I'll be talking lots of numbers. I'm going to have my sheet pulled up here just for month to date on where we're at, what's going well, what we need to improve on, how much we're spending, our ascension rate. I'll talk all the numbers there. PJ, what's going on, G? Good to see you. PJ is a quiz master. PJ's built a quiz for us. He's cooking. I'm helping PJ dominate the quiz funnel space. He's going to become the go-to guy. He's going to keep grinding. PJ's a legend, OG legend. You guys don't even know the lore of PJ. Used to run a cold email agency back when I was a wee little lad. He had this crazy, PJ had this crazy cold email. I remember it was like, what do you say? Oh yeah, are you looking for buyers or sellers or something? use it to real estate agents. They'd say like sellers or buyers, and then you'd reply back. Something like that. Dude, PJ legend. I remember that. What's up, BJ? Good to see you, dog. All right, we'll just do quick Q&As. We'll jump in here, then we'll do an update. What are some thoughts on challenge funnels or anything, positions a low ticket for a live event? Yeah, dude, I think the 5 deal guarantee, PJ. The best low ticket funnel or offer format that you could do is a challenge. 100%. 100%. It's live. It's immersive. You're with them for that long. 100%. The only thing is, they're hard to pull off. Lots of effort, a lot of input, a lot of build up. Super heavy. So as a noob, like you probably don't want to run one. So what I do is I run evergreen challenges. So I still sell like a challenge, but it's just a course, right? They can just go through. So that's my like shortcut around it. But yeah, 100% challenges are the best. I love them. I love doing them. They're my favorite thing. They're my favorite thing to do for sure. Can you talk numbers? Yes, we'll be talking numbers. What kind of business are you operating? Can you briefly describe, as I'm pretty new here? Yeah. So this will be good. Just like to give you guys an update on what I do, how I do my deal structures. I actually did a post yesterday, which I'll read. Let me see if I can show it to you guys here. Let me share my screen. So I actually made a post yesterday. I think this would be good for a lot of you guys here to actually hear this post if you haven't yet. So I posted this on Facebook, and who here saw this post? Anyone on the list seen this post? What's up, Bruno? But I pretty much shared this. I said, every week, same story. Copywriter with a stacked client roster, media buyer running ads for big names, service providers juggling 5, 6, 7 brands at once. They hit my DMs or pull me aside at events, or catch me at a mastermind in Arizona, and they'll ask me the same thing. Josh, how do you do it? How do you actually have a lifestyle in this business? How do you have so much free time? And these aren't newbies. These are people you see on podcasts, on leaderboards, in the screenshots, the ones you think made it. But behind the scenes, they're tired, they're burned out, and they're raising the prices thinking that it'll make work feel better, but it never does. Because here's the part nobody wants to admit. It's not the clients, it's not the delivery, it's not even the money. It's the fact that as soon as a project is over, you're right back to zero. But back to the hunt, back to the pitch, back to the endless scroll on job boards, Upwork, cold DMs, referrals, whatever it may be. And here's what almost nobody's talking about. Brands are getting smarter. The real problem you're not noticing is this: as copywriters, media buyers, and service providers that keep jacking up their prices, trying to charge more to make up for the grind, the stress, that I hate this, but at least I'm getting paid feeling, the brands are looking at the math and going, wait a second, why am I paying $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month for someone juggling 5 other clients? Why not just pay someone on a salary? Why not get a copywriter, media buyer, creative who only works for me, who puts all their time and attention into this brand? So now if you want to work with the big names, you got 2 choices. Option 1, go all in with one company, take the salary, the gold handcuffs, the security, but your income is capped. Your upside is marked by a ceiling. You're building their thing, not yours. And option 2, stay fractional, try juggling multiple brands. But the big players, they're not hiring fractional anymore. They want exclusivity. They want focus. They want you to go all in or not at all. The power is back in the hands of the brand owners. I have a friend who runs an info brand that does $10 million a year, and he used to hire agencies, freelancers, top copywriters, but now he just scoops up the best ones, puts them on payroll, and locks them in. No more fractional, no more I'll get to do this, finish their client's launch. He gets their full attention and their best work all the time. And the job boards, they're quieter. The premium gigs, drying up. The best people getting poached for full time. And the rest, they're fighting over scraps, trying to justify their price, while clients think, hey, I could just get a VA or a ChatGPT to do half of this. So you can keep raising your prices. You can keep telling yourself that next month will be different, but you're still on the treadmill, still waking up every month at zero, still hustling for the next gig, the next retainer, the next big client. And if you got into this for freedom, for profit, for time with your family, or to actually enjoy the money you make, that model will eat you alive. But here's the thing. I'm not sharing this to be negative, guys. I'm not here to say the sky is falling. I'm here to say this because the ecosystem needs a reset. We need more people like myself, publishers, creators, operators who are willing to step up and build new brands. We need to create more offers, launch more companies, and actually grow the pie. Because when we do that, we create new opportunities. We go back to hire the people who want to work with us. We assemble teams. We give the best talent a place to land, a mission to build, a reason to stay. If there aren't enough offers, then there aren't enough places to hire. If there aren't enough brands being published, the whole ecosystem gets stale. So if you're reading this or watching this and you're tired of the rat race, if you want to be a part of something bigger, if you want to help balance the market and actually build something that lasts, start building, start creating offers you own, start creating the next wave of brands, because the people who win, they're not the ones, or they're the ones who control the profit, not the ones who rent their time. So yeah, charge more if you want, but if don't kid yourself, it won't fix the real problem. Build something that pays you for the long haul, or keep running on the treadmill. It's your call. That's all. Now, the reason why I read that out to you guys, because someone asked me, they said, hey, what kind of business are you operating? Can you describe? I'm new here. So everything I've read to you is exactly what I went through. Starting this game as a service provider, as a copywriter, I went through the stages of doing client work, building funnels. My first funnel I ever built, I sold for $1,500 to pianoforproducers.com. That funnel went on to do $1 million in the first year. I only made $1,500. I kept doing client work. I keep chasing, started working with big names. Like I've worked and gotten to work with some big people, and that's been amazing. I'm so grateful for it. I learned a ton. I'll never regret it. But at a certain point, I realized like I either have to commit to this life and keep chasing it over and over again, or I need to transition to something different. And so that's why I transitioned into publishing experts and brands. Now, how I initially did it looked similar to growth operating, where you go to their existing audience, you do a launch, you get your cash, and that's it. But the problem with that model is that right now, there's so many freaking operators out there going and trying to get those types of deals. You had Iman Gadzi, who I love. I think he's great. I used to be one of his successful students. He interviewed me on his channel. I've interviewed on mine. There's no hate. It's all love. Since he's so big, though, he can instantly saturate a biz op by bringing thousands and thousands of people into it. So if you're a growth operator, if you're a copywriter, whatever, creators, experts have hundreds and hundreds of people hitting up in their DMs, trying to offer their services. And now you're competing against your retainer versus free, because they all do it on a percentage. So like everyone's offering that now. And so I saw that wave coming and I quickly pivoted and I created a new way to get acquisition of brands, to publish them and operate the company while keeping the profits without having to make the products. And so what I do now is I go to businesses that have an existing high ticket offer. So I go to them, they have an existing high ticket offer. They're only selling it organically. They haven't cracked cold. And all I do is I install a 3-step low ticket call funnel in front of the high ticket offer. I own and control the funnel. I pay for the ads. It's my ad account, my credit card. It's everything. Like I am owning and controlling everything, but their face is on the front end funnel that's leading to the back end. And I can take their face off if we needed to. I can move it around if they're not a good fit. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that I own the infrastructure. And then for every deal that our low ticket funnel gets them on the back end, we get a cut of. You guys following? And so we keep 100% of the revenue that comes in from the low ticket funnel. We dump it back into ads, and then we get a cut of everything that comes on the back end. But again, you're like, but Josh, what if they leave? What about, dude, I control and own everything. You as an operator, if you are freaking doing this model where you go out and you try to monetize their organic audience, they control their audience. They have the upper hand. They can kick you out of the deal as fast as they want. They can get a higher split. They'll give you like 20, 15%. We have 70, they have 30. We have a higher cut, more ownership, more control, less risk. And so that's the model that, again, last year I saw the change that was coming. I made a pivot. And so that's what I do now. And so the offer I'm going to share with you is one of these offers that we are operating, that we are publishing, that we are building and have built one of these funnels for. And what's cool is in this company, I actually took one of our top students, one of the students I saw had the most potential from my certification program I ran last year with Mark Lack, and I deployed them into this company with myself. I oversee as a CMO. They're operating more in the trenches and building out the team, and we're scaling it to $100,000 a month. And last month we did 50, 51, and we already, the first week here, we're already at 22. And so this month will be our first $100,000 a month, pending, obviously, ads don't turn off, but why would they? And so it's really cool because I'll be able to duplicate and train people up and put them into these offers. And so that's how I do this. No, there's like, I know 2 or 3 other people are doing deals like this. So there's Blue Ocean, there's thousands and thousands of creators who don't have cold traffic. Because think the market, like you can, there's not competing against other growth operators, because all the other growth operators are, hey, I'll monetize your existing audience and do a launch. And then it's like, okay, everyone else is doing that. And then also what's nice, my model versus the model people do organically is when you're doing it just organic, you can only make money on the launch. It's not evergreen. And so the amount of growth operators I talked to, I was just at an event in Arizona, the top growth operators, the top operators who are running some of the biggest offers are all trying to launch their low ticket funnels, because they know, they're like, frick, dude, I can't make this work sustainably because it's always depending on launches, versus ours, it's constantly growing month after month after month, evergreen, because we're doing ads. And these creators love it because they don't have cold traffic dialed in. And so that's how I do my deal structure. That's how I make this work. That's how we do our brands. And so what's nice too is I don't need multiple offers. Like I have one in contract, where one's going into contract right now, that we are pushing and running up. And then that's where our main focus is. And so, I'll still do consulting on the side and this and that. But what's nice is you don't have to get multiple people to do launches for left and right. So that's what we call it, or that's what we do. And I call it becoming an ascension officer. And actually, I'm going to be hosting a webinar on the 18th, so next week, where I'm going to talk more about this, because I know this video is more so for like the updates, so I wasn't really planning on sharing this, but I'll be doing a webinar and talking more about it. And then I'm actually going to be certifying 35 more people. One actually already grabbed the certification, and deploying them into offers that come to me, just like I've done for the one I have right now. So if you're watching this, you're like, hey, like I want to license your systems, Josh, learn from you, have you come in and help lead an offer with me and bring me a deal, potentially, if you're a good fit, make sure to join that webinar. Or if you're just like, hey, I want to lock in my spot now, I actually mentioned this at my last live stream I did, and someone DM'd me and already purchased it. And so, yeah, it's a $3,000 certification. It's gonna be a live cohort. It starts the week after the 18th. And so, yeah, that's something that'll be coming up. But that's how I do my deal structures. I'll get that out of the way. Enough said. There's no link for you guys here to buy today. Just DM me if you're interested, and you can lock in your spot. We have 34 certifications left, and we will vet you. I don't want bums. I need killers, because I'm going to be bringing you deals, and I need to have killers in the deals who are going to crush it. So yeah, that's out of the way. If you guys have questions on that, we can hit on that later. But let me see other questions we have here. How many publishing operators do you know from India? I know a lot. Yogi's a killer. If you guys know Yogi, he's awesome. I wonder if he's watching. Shout out Yogi. So yeah, know a lot of people from all over the world. Why do you not do both organic and paid? I do, but it's like, but then on all the organic, my low ticket funnel's attached. So all the sales coming through the low ticket we keep. So the high ticket's everywhere. But like organic is not consistent enough. All right. Like you need to push freaking volume. And so we have ads going, and that's the main focus. Like right now, we just booked another sales call, and it's like, bro, organic, you can't have measurable. I know for a fact, like our numbers and what we're doing and how it's going. So with that being said, let's do a quick update on where we're at, some of the challenges we're facing, and where we're going forward, and what our goal is. Now, one thing is I like to keep all of like markets and details and funnels private. My mentor, Alan Sultanic, taught me something which I think all you guys should follow, which is secrecy is the best moat. And so now if I really want to be super secret, and if I didn't care about you guys, I would not share anything at all. I would not share anything, but because I want to show you what's possible. And obviously, I'm trying to find killers who are in my audience who can come onto deals with me. I want to show you what's possible, so you can believe in this model and how it works, so that you guys can do this too. All right. So I'm going to share numbers, talk numbers, but I'm not going to go super deep into any specifics of like the offer and whatnot. If you guys want to see how to build a low ticket call funnel, I have live streams I've done every single week that teach you everything low ticket. I just dropped a video today also teaching everything low ticket call funnels. I have a free course that's going to be 4 to 8 hours long coming out very soon. I actually have I'll leak right now for you guys. Let me show you guys what I've been working on. All right, you guys will like this. Bro, share my screen. All right. You guys see this? So I'm working, I was child to figure words, going through everything, how to build a low ticket call funnel, how it works, math, templates, everything. So yeah, got a cool video coming out for you guys step by step. And obviously I'll riff a ton, talking ads, everything. So yeah, we got cool stuff coming out. So where's the best place to know everything low ticket call funnels? It's here on my channel. So make sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date. Stay up to date on it. Okay, so where we're at with the brand, what's going on. So we are in month, we took on this brand and brought them in July is when we first got the contract signing going. So it's been a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Just kidding. Sorry, I'm done. This happens here on WAPU University. It's a bunch of Gen Zers. They love the memes. But with this deal, I wanted to do something different. You see, I've had a lot of experience in B2B or 1 to 100 biz op, meaning not newbies, but existing people in business, B2B, helping them speed things up. And I've done a lot of offers there. And one thing I realized is like, I started doubting or wondering, like, is this just working well? Am I just good because I'm selling money at a discount? And maybe you guys have felt that before too. You're doing a lot of biz op or B2B, and you sit there and you're like, am I actually a good marketer, or am I just good at selling money at a discount? And I'm not saying selling money at a discount is always easy. I think there's challenges that come with every market. I don't think there's necessarily a market that's easier than others, but it is harder when you're going to a market where you don't have any reps or confidence to do anything, or where you've done nothing before. And so for me, I kind of felt that way where I was like, I wonder, like, what can I do? Like, can I actually do stuff outside of the market that I'm used to? Could I go into a market where I have to learn and sell a product I've never sold before and make it work? And so one of my friends, Doug, he was in the health market, female health market. And I was like, that's really cool. Like, that seems like a challenge. I don't know how I'd sell that. And so I made the goal. Again, January is when I signed this person. It was in spring of last year. I decided the next brand that I was going to become, like, build and publish would be a health offer. And I didn't know what type. I initially was thinking, oh, I'm going to do like a detox offer. So I started building a brand called Her Detox, Her Plastic Detox, Her Detox Method. I still have those brands. They're still in the process, but I couldn't find a creator that really fit that. So it wasn't moving forward as fast as I wanted it to and needed it to. So I kept going. And then eventually I had a brand, an expert, reach out to me through school, actually, who had found myself, I think, watch my channel and was interested in doing, having me do some done for you work. But then after doing a call with them, I realized this would be a perfect opportunity because this person had an organic built up, hadn't cracked cold, but had validation selling their one-on-one offer. And so I came to them with the deal where I said, hey, we will fund and build your entire front end funnel, send you back in deals, we'll build a whole sales team and everything, and we'll just get a cut. And so that's where this deal came from. Now, let me be upfront. Like, I know you guys are used to seeing a lot of wins that I'm sharing all the time, but it was an absolute, oh my gosh, so many challenges in this journey. Like, every month it was something new. And a lot of, we learned a ton of the process, but like, dude, building a sales process to sell a health offer when you're used to selling B2B is insane. It's like totally different ballpark, totally different type of offer. The front end, the ascension, how do you like make the back end make sense? How do you, make sure you invite people in? Like, how do you financially disqualify people with health? You can't say how much money do you have invested or set aside, right? So there's so many challenges that came with it. And so what we did just to get started is we had built out the low ticket offer. We launched it to as organic first. I think the first month we launched organic, first full month. Let me pull up our sheet here. The first, or August is when we first initially launched. We did gross revenue, just an organic launch, only 30,000. But that was from organic. And then we started going to ads. Now, the biggest challenge we had is that the expert in the deal was taking all the calls, because I told him, I was like, hey, dude, I need you to take all the calls and really prove out closing people from cold. And then my thought process was, we'll just bring in we'll bring in a sales team, train them on it, and just have them copy his strategy, thinking that we can make it very like repeatable. But this is where our first challenge came in. So in this, like when we're starting out, and I'll get to this month's update in just a second. I just want to give you guys a storyline so you know what's going on and where we're now, or where we are now. But the biggest issue at first wasn't getting sales in the front end. We were crushing that. It wasn't the front end stuff. We had that dialed. And shout out again the team that we have in. I brought in one of my students from my last certification I did. I brought this deal to him and said, let's do this together. He did a great job launching it very fast. I really pushed him to the max and got him locked in to really start scaling this up. Shout out Viz. And it's been, obviously lots of challenges there. Nothing's perfect, but it was a great learning lesson for him, and it's been going good. But got things launched, front ends and cooking. The issue was the sales process, because our creator or our guru, he could close. If we put people on the calendar, he could close them left and right. Like that was super easy for him. But the problem is he was capped with fulfillment and other things. And so we had a big struggle because we wanted to push volume, but we didn't have enough spots on the calendar. And so it's like, frick, what do we do? And so we first tried to bring in a sales agency, someone I'd worked with before. And we brought them in, and they did a terrible job. They didn't vet our Build a Guild sales process. They really did not do good work at all. And I love the person as a person, but I think I would never work with them again professionally. And so we burned a whole month, or it was like 2 weeks, but then we had ramp up for 2 weeks, and we had 2 weeks on the phone. And the first 2 weeks I knew they were terrible. So we lost an entire month there. We had a terrible month. Again, the only deals we closed that month were with the expert closing the calls, which weren't that many. I think we had like 4 units at 5K come in. So that was the first month going to cold. That was a mess. Or that was the second month. Then I was like, all right, I'm going to just place someone internally. So I hired someone internally. I got a really good person in, brought him in, and we had them in there. But I'm not good at building sales teams. I'm good at the front end sales process. And so obviously I knew I wasn't going to be the best, but I thought, hey, maybe if I get like an A player in, they'll just work and click and we'll get lucky, which is terrible. I don't think anyone should operate like that. That's a terrible way to do it. But I was desperate, so we had to try. We get the person in who is doing the sales team, and I'm trying to manage it and do this or that. We try to train her to close like our guru, thinking that that'll work. A very evaluative model where we weren't just selling. There was like an assessment we did on the call, and it just wouldn't work. I think she closed like 2 people. It was terrible conversion rate. It was just not going good on the calls. And then, guys, there's always something. I told you guys, there's always something wrong. Then our account got flagged in the special ad category for health. So we lost all of our pixel data. We couldn't optimize for purchases or any of our pixel data. We were dumb and didn't have custom values set up or custom conversions set up. So pretty much I couldn't optimize. We were just going blind. So we had to then train up custom events. And so we lost a ton of volume. Our CPA tripled, quadrupled. We didn't have enough volume. Our closer, we had to let them go back to the other offer they were on because we weren't pushing any volume. So again, a whole nother month, just like, I'm like, gosh, like we know we can sell this. We've sold high ticket units. The front end's crushing. We had that dialed, but every single month there's just something getting in the way. So we pay a dude to come in and do all this custom tracking, drop $4,000 on that, get that person in. And during this time, I really was trying to bring in my favorite done-for-you sales agency, Zach Rawson, but he was going to be working on another brand. That happened to fall through, which was amazing. And so he came back and was like, yo, bro, let's do something together. So all of a sudden, I feel like the stars are aligning. We're going through, terrible sales team, ad account getting flagged, all these things. And this was like the light at the end of the tunnel. I was like, gosh, if we just had the sales process dialed, we'll be good. Because on the front end, we're pushing volume. We have that dialed. Like the load sale call funnel, we have that absolutely dialed. That's not the problem. It's not the issue. It's the back end stuff. And so this whole time I was like, oh my gosh, like I just need to get this fixed. So we bring Zach in. Shout out sellingtoclosing.com. The best. I don't want to work with any other sales team. Frick every other sales team. I only want to work with Zach. He's the best. He's never let me down. He's crushed on every offer I brought to him. And he's extremely selective to get. And so I know you guys might want to reach out to him, but just know he's going to put you through a grueling due diligence process. But he's always willing to evaluate deals. So he'll give you the time of day, but that's how you know he's good. All right. So we bring him in. We finally have the sales team going, done with the sales team. and we think we're good. And obviously I said every month there's something new. We bring them in, front end's cooking, we're pushing volume, and we're still trying to keep the sales process like how our guru was selling. So it's very evaluative, a lot of value, doing an assessment on the call and then selling, which works super well for the expert, but it wasn't working well for our closers. And so we had we did not terrible, but again, I think we only did like 30,000 that month. Let me check. I think that was when we were in December. Yeah, we did 20-ish thousand. And I was like, bro, this is so bad. Like, what the frick is going on? And so Zach being awesome, he wanted to give it a try. Because sometimes when you have something that's working, guys, like a sales process, you want to see if you can just scale it. But sometimes you have to make a Hail Mary and change it. And so Zach was like, yo, dude, let's change. I was like, yeah, let's change it. And so he built out a whole new sales process that's custom to them. We fixed our DQing. So we came up with the DQing process, which I talked about in X, how to do DQs in the health market, which is entirely different than BizOp. We revamped the whole sales process. We were doing like tons of like hammer them emails and value stuff, and our customers hated that. We got rid of that. We pretty much got rid of everything every BizOp or like any other person I'd learned from said to do. We got rid of it all, and we just created things custom just from scratch. And so we did that, and all of a sudden, things started working. We started closing deals, and so this was like, I would say, January of this year was like the first month where I feel like for me, it was the first month where we had really a solid foundation, not just in terms of like revenue, but more so because we were able to sell all of our units without our guru being on the phone. So we had the first month ever where our guy wasn't on the phone, and we collected total, if you include like new revenue, 41,000 last month, and including old recurring revenue, we're over 50. And just this month, now we're getting like this month in the update, we are at, and I'll show you guys. Let me see. I'm gonna try to show you guys this without leaking any data. Here, let me pull up a Figma board for you guys. Let me pull this up quick. Okay, so this is just for where we're at month to date. And we are finally getting things cooking with this. So let me share my screen. All right, can you see this all right? So this is just the first week, right? From the 1st to the 9th, 5 deals closed. We collected $20,000 in cash. We have 25,000 revenue. So we only had one payment plan come in. Our no-show rate is a little higher than before, but we had a low performing rep on who we are offboarding. So that's really the issue. He had a bunch of our closers, our good closers were all sick. And then our only closers on was the rep who wasn't ramped up. But either way, we are already halfway to where we were at last month, this month with this new brand and a new market where I've had no reps before, we had all these roadblocks. So it's finally on the up and up, which is awesome. And it's been great to see. And it's been just really cooking. So this month we're on track. We have, with how many calls in the calendar this week, we'll be at, I think, end of this week around 35 to 40. So this month we're looking at 100, projected to do 100 minimum cash collected, not revenue. And again, all of these deals that come in, my team, we do a cut with our creator, right? We do a 50-50. And so we have a great split in this, and it's been awesome. And so, yeah, that's really where we're at now. Now, I think talk about this month, the challenges we're solving for is really just volume. Like our front-end conversion rate, when we're looking at the numbers here, like we're looking super good in terms of that. We have a 4.8% of the people land on our front-end page are buying. Our net CPA yesterday was $7.83. So it costs us $7.83 to get a customer. And then the overall CAC is $48. So our AOV jumped to $40. It was at $33 before. And then our net CPA to acquire high ticket client is right around $1,000. And so that is where we're at now. And so really what we're solving for is just volume of creatives. We need to spend more. Right now we're spending around $2,000 a day. I need that at like 6 to 8,000 to be able to ramp this up and get closer to $1 million months. And so that's what we're solving for, is just pushing volume. So we hired editors, we hired new creative people. That's it. We just need to spend more. And so I'm just pushing the team right now to spend as much as possible. And it's really funny how like today, like one of the best investments that you guys can make, one of the best investments you can make is like in your creative team at scale, like just having creative directors, managers, designers to push creative, because that's really like the uh, the real moat there, and like where we got to do. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on this. I'll do a check-in video next month on how we did this month, but really the requirement is 100K cash for this new brand. And again, like when I look at the other offers we're doing, they're doing way more every single month. It's always like, frick, like I want to get there. But again, this is really a challenge, being like, hey, can I take my skill sets and sell a non-ROI offer? Can I lead a team to sell a non-ROI offer and publish somebody? And it's been great, and learning a ton and growing a ton and really facing doubts and fears and pushing myself. And so that's been the real win, which I've had a ton of fun with. And so yeah, really excited to have more brands come on. Again, that's why I'm looking to certify. I already have 34 more spots. I'm trying to get people certified, give my model to my funnels, my SOPs, everything, access to my network to send you deals, and my results to use as leverage so that we can go do more deals like this. And so again, if you are interested, just hit me up wherever, Facebook or X, to let me know, and we'll be doing a webinar next week. But really the focus now is to continue to scale this up. So that's the update, guys. I know it was a long story time there. Hopefully I had some takeaways. Maybe let me know some takeaways you got in the chat. But let's do some Q&A for the last 20-ish minutes here, so I can answer your questions on either our offer, things we're doing low ticket, deal finding, whatever it may be. Just right now in the chat, drop it. There's a little bit of delay, so make sure you drop it soon so I don't miss it by the time this ends. Otherwise, you'll have to wait till next week to ask me a question. But yeah, go ahead and drop that down below, and I will start answering some questions here. All right. What's the biggest negative risk with this model? It's more so like the only negative is like you have to have balls to be able to run ads. Like you can't be scared of paid ads. Like I was talking to this dude, and he was like going feast to famine depending on organic only, and he was scared to run ads because like he was saying like it's hard to like find the right offer, messaging, or fit. Like he said, what did he say? He was like, with ads, you got to find one offer niche that performs effing well, though. I was like, you have to do that with organic. So if you're scared to run ads, then don't do this, because we're not just depending on launches. Like a lot of you guys, you're just like fat hen closers who get to eat off organic traffic and launches there, but then it dries up and it's like, can you take your skills and go to cold? And it's not as hard as you think. Like selling a low ticket product in cold traffic is not that hard. It's not hard to get someone to buy a $17 product. Like there's stuff in the back end you can do. But again, with using all my systems, what I'm teaching you guys here for free on YouTube, or if you join our next certification program, like you're fine. So I feel like that's the only thing. In terms of like the creator leaving or this or that, it's less risk than normal model, because again, we have full control of ownership, the accounts, the ad accounts, the bank, this and that. And it's pretty much like a lead gen model where, let's say my creator did quit or die or something, then I can just go find another person at market and send them deals, right? The only thing that changes is what's on the back end, which is a lot easier than changing what's on the front end. So I would say that's the only negative I've found, is like if you just don't have, if you're scared of ads, which if you're scared of ads, don't be a marketer. But if you're not, then you're fine. What kind of low ticket offer would you suggest for an agency that sells lead gen, a local high ticket firm? I think a tool. Best thing we did is like a challenge. It's like launch your own ads by yourself in 24 hours. You get them to launch their ads. They run into issues because they don't know how to optimize. They get lazy, and then you're like, hey, I'll just do this for you. So get them a quick win, teach them how to launch their own ads, and then when they get stuck, upsell them on the done for you. All right, let me see. Again, if you guys have questions, feel free to drop them. What are the best book a call funnels? Low ticket front and book a call back end, or directly book a call? Bro, I'm biased. I only run low ticket to high ticket. And if you guys haven't, make sure to go watch. Let me see if I have it here. Go watch all my other live streams again, because I obviously I'm biased. You can see for yourself, but I just uploaded a new video. Let me share my screen. Go watch this video, 16-minute video, and that'll really break down why I do low ticket to book a call. And the simple thing is this: like, who would you rather have on the phone with you? Someone who's already paid you $50 or someone who's paid you $0? Who do you think is going to be easier to close? That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. How many days before you start seeing sales with ads? Same day. You turn on the ads, you get sales. If you didn't, then it's like you really fricked something up. But it's like the first few days are the best days. Like, Facebook gives you the best traffic the first few days. So if you're scared to launch your ads because you're like, I don't know when to start getting sales, it's like, bro, you will get them fast. But then don't let that get to your head. Don't let that get to your head. Is Yogi an offer publisher's path? No, Yogi is not a publisher. He does client work, but he's still an operator. Let's see. Hey, Josh, just scaled an AI agency offered at $12K a day, and our Facebook ads got completely banned. Frick me, that's tough too. I'm sorry. Managed to get it back, but the CPA is 2x what it used to be. We haven't touched anything before the ads yet. The community is it, and the delivery being on email outreach system is just too fragile, and we're getting attacked with chargebacks and refunds. Should we put a high ticket in to help? Wait. Okay, is your offer low ticket? So you got a low ticket offer to $12,000 a day, then I got banned. It's just too fragile. We're getting chargebacks and refunds. Okay, if you're getting taxed with chargeback and refunds, either you're targeting like countries where the price is too much, or like you have a terrible product, or you have terrible onboarding, or you're making up crazy claims in the front end and not delivering it. Like, there's not much you can do to stop that. So there's only so much I can do there. But is it a low ticket or something? Should we put a high ticket in to mitigate this? I think everyone should have a high ticket, but if your low ticket is getting refunds, I'm scared what your high ticket would get. Are you also doing paid only launches? No organic audience, new offer? Yes. Look out for. The only thing is, like, you need to pick someone as testimonials or proof, or a real story, like either their own testimonial. You just need proof. You need a face and a good expert who can like build trust with people. That's the only thing that changes. But ideally, I work with people. Like, I want someone to have some organic. Like, I still partner with people that have organic for proof, but like, I want just some. I don't need a ton. All right, I don't need a ton of organic. Would you pitch this to growth operators to run the funnel with their creators? Yeah, 100%. I have growth operators waiting for our certification to open up who are going to join just to get access to my stuff and training so that they can just deploy us on top of what they're already doing for their clients. I was at Arizona, Nick Fisher's event with all the growth operators, and the most common theme I heard with these operators who don't do publishing like me is they are capped because, and they don't run ads, or their creators are too scared to run ads, and so they only do like retargeting. They don't know how to get customers from cold, which is like detrimental to the business. What you do if Facebook shows your ads to the wrong demographic, like very old skew, when it doesn't make sense, and high CPNs, could this be a new ad account issue? No, usually it's just your targeting or your pixel. You didn't season your pixel well. So you're firing off events too early in the funnel versus waiting to have it at the end, like after they purchase, after they book a call, or your messaging, your copy. Like, copy and creative is the targeting now. So your copy and creative is probably just terrible or off the mark. So I would start there. Dude, how do you become so bad, A-word? LOL, do you start with copywriting, or was your main skill before crushing with offers? First thing I did was e-com, drop shipping. Didn't do much with that. I think I made a couple $1,000. Then I had local business SMA, which taught me how to run ads. And then I've transitioned to copywriting. My first client was Dan Henry, wrote emails for him. Then I built low ticket funnels. My first low ticket funnel I ever sold went on to $1 million the first year. I fell in love with the low ticket and doing offers, kept doing client work, consulting, and my own stuff, and just kept stacking skills. And I'm still trying to learn. Like I by no means arrived. I still have so much I need to grow in. But yeah, that's really how I got started. What sort of it would you suggest for automation agency? Currently finishing my funnel ads, dry testing, selling a $17 time audit tool. No one's going to pay for a time audit. You can just ask, they can look at their life and audit it for free to see what's taking up their time. Sell them an AI automation that's easy to install, that gets them a quick win to get them in the door to upsell them more stuff. Please do not sell a time audit. Please, 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 please. Please do not sell a time audit. Please go to my channel. Here's what you watch. You go watch this video. I talked about the 5 winning offer formats. I have a doc in the comments that you guys can grab. Click that, read that. All right. And watch all the rest of these. This is good, but start here. I have these going on order, so you can watch them by order, almost like a course. Yes, he offers a low ticket community with a shaky email outreach system. Yeah, I mean, shoot, bro, if it's shaky, then like that's why you're getting refunds. But yeah, you need a high ticket to help with overall profit and LTV. Definitely add a high ticket. If you want to know like what that looks like, or if you need help more custom with that, feel free. I think I have a link in my description of my videos. You can schedule a one-on-one offer fast start call with me, and we can map that out and fix what's going on. Because right now it's just your product or something's going on where these people are just bouncing, and they shouldn't be. The issue is my business mess work different software, so it's hard to sell a one-size-fits-all solution. Like, I know it's what you think because you're like, everything's custom and this or that, but it's like, bro, sell them what they want, give them what they need, give them the custom solution on the back end, sell them the plug and play thing on the front end. Trust me. Love your work, man. Would love your insight. I'm a sales rep in a biz op, high ticket, 50 million cash collected. Do you have 50 million cash collected? You personally? That's crazy. What sort of offer would you suggest I create? I think learn to get high ticket sales at the core. Yeah, definitely do not teach high ticket sales stuff. Like it's so saturated, and like there's not enough offers to support the ecosystem. I mean, you know how hard it is to get on an offer that's actually good and give you leads. So if I were you, I would take your skills of doing sales. I would go partner with a marketer who's good at the marketing. You guys both go into deals, you publish experts, have a guy who can run cold ads, you close the cold leads, you take a cut, you do a 70-30 split with the creator, similar to what I talked about earlier in this video, and you use your sales skills into a brand that you own and operate, and let something else be the product, because then you aren't skewed. You're like, right now, guys, the problem with creating an offer where you're the face of it is you're skewed. You only can teach what you know and have reps in. So for a lot of you guys here, it's more marketing, automations, AI. It's so limited. Your TAM is so limited. But if you publish and you go out there and you build ascension offers for people like I do with my deal structure, you can work in any market. I got into a health market where I have no reps, no experience, nothing, and I'm making offer money there. And so you can't just like, that's what I love about this model is I can go anywhere, any market I want. And so if you were like, like if your skill set's in the marketing industry, bro, like get out and go into another market using your marketing skills. Everything makes sense. You said there's an opportunity to book a call for a quick launch. Where's the link located? What do I bring to the call? Yeah, if you guys go to, let me grab the link here. I'll send it my calendar. If you guys want to schedule a one-on-one consult with myself, I actually have 2 right after this. I'm on back to that. Today we have this call. I have 2 consulting calls. People have paid $1,500 to be on a call. And then we have WAP University. So WAP University. And then I'm running a webinar for our health brand. I kind of do like the Jason Fladlin, Iman Gadzhi model. So I go on and close for my creator. And so I have that right right after this too. So today I'm just on calls all day long and I love it. Yes, I was doing technical stuff and I wanted to crash out. It was making me so mad. I don't know if you can see the link I sent in the chat, but you can also go to my YouTube description. Go to any video on my YouTube channel. I have the link down below for you to grab that. When you build a low ticket offer, do you start at the front end offer or do you build the whole session path, upsells, everything? Yeah, you build everything. Go watch my channel after this. But what I like to do is I start back to front. So I work on the back end, but I do front end, 3 order bumps, right to book a call. So I don't do upsells. There's just order bumps. But watch watch this video. I think I talk about it. Yeah, watch this video. This is where I talk about the upsell path. How do you get in touch with these creators? You send them a DM, send them an email, use post. Bro, you know how easy it is to say, hey, I'm looking to invest $50,000 to $100,000 of my time and or actual money into a project to send you clients. Like, dude, it's the easiest freaking thing to do. Like let me show you guys this. I literally people were like, this is hard. How do I do it? So I went to our students in our certification and I literally did it I showed an example. Let me show you guys. So I say, do you have an affiliate program? Forgot one on high ticket offer. What do you mean? Send them a voice message. Boom. Yeah, let's discuss. Bro, it's so easy to get deals like this because what I'm offering, no other operator is. And there's one couple of guys I know at a high level, but they're like, once you get a deal, you don't need more. So it's not like you're competing against a bunch of people. So that's what I love about this. And that's why the people who join our certification are going to crush because it's blue ocean. I've proven it out. I've done it. So you guys just copy what I'm doing. I'll be on the calls with you and your creator, helping you guys out. I'm trying to train you guys up. I want mini me's. If you guys are watching this and you're like, I think I could be a mini Josh. I want to do what Josh does. I want to duplicate myself into you. I want you to shadow me in our certification so that when I have deals come to me, I don't have to turn them down. I can deploy you into it so you can crush. So yeah, shoot me on Facebook, wherever, and let me know. And again, the official cart opens on the 18th. But if you don't want to see it, you want to freak it, you want to lock in your spot now, like some people, you can hit me up too and get that done. Again, I only kill it. I want people who are actually locked in. Like, this is not a course where it's like, oh, some of you guys didn't finish it. It's like, this is a certification. I'm trying to certify you, lock you, and get you dialed so that I can deploy you into these offers. All right. Advice for thumbnail designers: go work for an agency that can bring you deals. I have no idea. I'd be scared with AI. Can't compete with the low ticket light skin status though. Facts. But that's why you use my status to get your own deals and trust with your creators inside of our program. Again, today, guys, I know I keep talking about this a lot. This is not meant to be we're not doing a webinar yet for this program. Just letting you guys know what has come. Today we're just talking other questions, low tickets. If you have questions, low ticket, your brand, if you want me to roast your funnel, go ahead and drop your link. I can share my screen and walk through it. And then what you guys are seeing on my screen right now is the future Figma I'm working on right now for a free course that I'm hosting very soon on low ticket call funnels. So I'm going to post it on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe right now to the channel so you guys are up to date on it. And I'm going to be hosting that. It's fire. Guys, we are 9 subscribers away from hitting 5,000. 9 away. If you guys have not subscribed, it would mean the world. My lifelong dream of wanting to become a YouTuber is going to come true today. What other questions do you guys have? How can I help you win today? We got about 5-ish more minutes. So if you guys have questions, feel free to drop them. Just going to put up a timer here, just count down. Dun, dun, dun. Just have questions. Rapid fire question time. If you have them, drop them. Drop them below before I have to jump. Oh, where'd my little screen go? Oh, here it is. When you do find a creator, how much ad spend do you need to start? Well, what I do is I launch the low ticket offer to their audience. Since I keep 100% of the money on the front end offer, and they know that, and they know it's going right to ads, I take the money we made from organic and I put it into ads. So I start with $0 and I bankroll it using the money we make from organic. If we don't make any money from organic, then you just want to start with at least $100 a day, which would be $3,000 for that month. So $3,000 I set aside, but you put on a credit card, you get one high ticket client comes in, you already made your money back, and it's fine. Subscribe. Thanks, Sergian, bro. My guy. If you are not subscribed on YouTube, you're watching X or someone else, go to YouTube, help your boy accomplish his lifelong dream. We need 7 more subscribers, which would be awesome. Let's see some questions. Currently doing low ticket, high ticket custom service because it's not so custom. What's your question? Let me see. All high ticket offers in the AI space are BizOp. How not to do BizOp and scale? Sell. I do low ticket done for you. So go watch my YouTube video. Go watch this one where I talk about low ticket done for you. Like sell like a $97 or mid ticket service that you can install. It's a gateway drug that then leads you to be able to sell more automations. Otherwise, you have to do a call funnel and like make it custom for everyone. But if you want it scalable and you want to do low ticket, you have to do a low ticket done for you offer, which I talk about in this video right here. And then you would after they come in and deliver that, then you would upsell them. So that's a great video to go start and watch, and we'll help you out a ton. Do you think faceless offers are also a way to make money? No. The only faceless offers I know that are crushing are faceless, scammy, black hat, ClickBank offers that have a fake. And even then, they're not faceless. They have a face, but it's a fake story. So everyone's like, faceless. Like, brother, the only face offers I see crushing still have a face. The only thing is it's a scam because it's a fake story with lies and deep fakes. How do I know? I'm friends with the #1 ClickBank affiliate. He tells me all this stuff. So I think faceless is a terrible idea. While finding creators online, what is your thought process make you think they're good fit for publishing? Anybody who has a high ticket offer, has results in their social media, posts consistently, loves what they do, and isn't running a low ticket funnel. That's my criteria. Do you sell Go Hello templates for low ticket? No, but inside of our certification program, we give them to our students. I use Alan Sultanic's Automatic Client Sell template, which is a program that is no longer publicly available. But I have a deal with him where I can license it out to my consulting clients, so I can pay him for each client so that they can use it. And so I use his structure, which kind of looks like the one in this photo here. And so, yeah, that's what we do. Just found and subscribed. Hey, appreciate it. We're almost at 5,000. Love it all. I'm a web designer with over a decade in copyright and graphic design. That's where I should start with the low ticket. I mean, what do you want to do on the back end? What's your back end offer? What are you selling on the back end? Heads up, I sent you a DM on Instagram with a question about the CAO mentorship. Appreciate your chance or time you have a chance. I appreciate your time when you have a chance. 100%. I'll go look at it right now. Just saw your DM. The expert creates the front end product. Yeah. I outline it, they create it. If for some reason, which I've never had this happen, the creator dies or quits, then I would just take that same product structure, go to the next person, have them refilm it and put that into the back end. Oh, timer's up. Q&A is up. Reaching the end of this. Website a week for 4K monthly retainers. Yeah, I mean, most people need a website or businesses. Like, they're not going to necessarily pay for website templates and you're done for you. So when it's service based like that, I don't really do low ticket. I would just do outreach and just grind that. It's just the game of client work. This is more so good if you're doing like info or you're doing a lot of info mainly. B2C, some B2B. And when it is B2B, like websites, it's like now with AI, it's like I can get a website in a day. So it's like I personally just like it's hard. Like you're competing against Lovable and things like that. So I would just go to like local mom and pop people and outreach so they don't know it exists. Or like the free website guys, I like their offer on the front end. That's cool. Or like maybe partnering with someone who has a low ticket offer that gets business owners for something else and you're like a cross sell partner. But at your stage, I probably wouldn't launch a low ticket offer, to be honest. Some markets, it just doesn't make sense because low ticket is meant for mass volume and filter people through, and usually info on the front end, not necessarily for agency service. So yeah, that's what I would say for that. As much as I love low ticket, sometimes it's not for everybody. But appreciate you guys for being here live. Thanks for jumping on. I'll be live every single Tuesday at 11 a.m. CST. So make sure to check it out and be back on if you have questions. If you're interested in joining our next certification program where you pretty much become a mini me and I deploy you into the offers like this that you own and control, I'll just be overseeing it with you. Make sure to shoot me a DM on Instagram or Facebook or X. The official cart will open on the 18th, but people are already locking their spots right now. A lot of you guys already sent me DMs now, so I'll make sure to get back to you. It's just a $3,000 program, live. It's not a course. And again, I'm going to vet you, make sure you're a good fit, make sure you have reps because I need people that I can trust to send these deals to. So appreciate you all. I'll keep updating you guys as well. And yeah, keep crushing it, guys. Keep cooking. It's a great game we play. It's so fun. Like everything we get to do. It's amazing. I just keep reminding myself, like, it's never been easier. It's never been easier to do this with AI, with everything you have. Like, it's just never been easier. So don't take it for granted. It's hard, but it's never been easier. Everything's easy. So I appreciate you all, and I'll see you